Surely it works, right? Yeah, I think it works. Aww. Yep. Give me a second. Give me a second. What's my creator studio? Live studio. I'm just gonna have that fucking thing up, and also your channel. Okay, put that there, and I think where's my Twitch window actually? Give me a second. Oh man, I can't tell you like how good that felt. Like, okay, so first of all, sorry for like starting the stream late. Uh, uh, Basically 3 hours before the stream, I decided to like do like a quick nap. Right? It's like it's 3 hours is long enough, right? Um, I guess God had other plans than like I just kind of like woke up like fucking I don't know and wait 1 2 3 5 no 6 hours later. So like they really like wanted me to get the real honk shoe a little bit. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, so something fucking happened. I forgot to change the subject on one of the art sites. Whoops. There we go. Easy. We're working now. It's fine. Now I just gotta put this in another area. We're good. Oh man. Oh. Oof. That was a really. I hope you did not hear that. Okay, so yeah, basically what we're doing today is just like a lot of drawing, just like even though we're a little bit late, we're just gonna basically I have this old drawing, right? Then it was just kind of like, oh yeah, this kind of looks nice, right? But the more I looked into like what I drew, the more I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? A lot of the hair was like just slightly misaligned and everything, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine, but like we just gotta like remaster that and like probably give it some color, hopefully, if we're able to today. It's sad where you know it's a really nice feeling just to like compare where you are from like the last time you drew this. So you just gotta like do a little bit of like a nice kind of like an adjustment and all that. That said though, we need to change the alignment of the pajamas to like slightly looking off to the side. Where's my pen? Okay, I keep misplacing my stylus like all over the place on my like table, right? On my desk, yeah, desk, and like it's always kind of like annoying because you always have that like slight panicky feeling where it's just like, oh, where's my pen? Where's my stylus? That cost a lot. And I'm like, okay then, never mind. It's right there. It's just right next to my hand somehow. It has that same fucking feeling. I shouldn't curse. Fudging feeling. There we go. It had that fudging feeling that like when you lose your glasses, right, and then you find out it's just like it's either in the most obvious place ever, you just forgot, or just kind of like on your head and you didn't even feel it. Like props to the fucking like glasses makers these days, where like the glasses are just so light you don't even feel it on your head anymore. Ow! Who did that? I have a feeling I know who it is. Snake, what the hell, man? Keeping track of 3 different chats. I wonder if, okay, so I have like you know, it's not showing on this streams, so because like I'm not sure if like they allow us to like combine our chats or whatever, right? But like I do wonder if someone like typed in like in Twitch and not Twitter thing, okay, and on Twitter kind of like chat, that I'll be able to see it. I'm not sure, or is it just like a multi-channel chat? Because like I don't think like the SE Live has like a specifically like only X chat or whatever, right? So I'm kind of like you know uh just kind of boned if I like miss someone's like the chat, because I did miss someone's chat earlier, like in the last stream when I was like doing like the Armored Core Valkyria Chronicles game, and you know it was just kind of like a faux pas. It kind of made me feel bad because like I didn't want to like leave someone hanging like that. Then and I did DM him like after that. It's like, oh, by the way, sorry I missed your chat, but you know, I was playing Iron Wing Valiant. It's on Steam right now. You can try it. It's a public playtest, though it might not be there for you know forever, because like if I'm not mistaken, they're gonna take it down 3-4 weeks ish. I'm not a paid shell, goddamn. In fact, I don't want to be paid. I am not being paid currently by the game or the devs. Though I am waiting for a next assignment to be like you know be put on for like art assets for the game, if at all. So you know how like how to find out like how good you slept, right? You wake up like, or rather I woke up with like the like even after like 6 hours of sleep, and I woke up like, you know, it wasn't really that long of a sleep, but like for some reason I still got the fucking morning voice, and it's like what fucking 3 p.m. Eastern right now ish. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even look at the clock for like you know different American time zones, to be real with you. So how's the stream sounding so far? Because I'm not exactly like I don't exactly trust like OBS's like faders sometimes, because like sometimes you'd see in the meter like, yeah, that sounds fine, and other times it's just kind of like when you actually try to do a recording on like OBS just to like do a sound test, like what the fuck, I've been streaming with this like sound setting like this whole time, and like it just sounds kind of crap. God, I sure hope it's not bad. Like last time, right? I found out that my like my sound or like my mic levels was just like slightly under kind of like the noise gate for some reason, and I never changed this, by the way. It's like I think it's because I changed my uh my physical like mic volume to be a little bit lower, so it's a lot clearer and not like boomy. But like I forgot to like set up like everything in OBS as well, so like you know, kind of fucked up my voice on OBS. Whoops. Oh, so that's why like the pen felt weird. So I didn't have a taper on it. Rookie mistake. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to put up a pure ref ready. Oh, what the fuck is happening to my... Ew, what the fuck? Okay, so my search bar is just pure white. What the what the hell is happening? Ew. I'll I'll check it up later. It's probably just something with the themes again. The most real struggles of like fucking the everyman over here. Uh can't believe I really should have like set this up before I started streaming. Well, live and learn. Okay, good there. Because what it's basically what basically I want to do, right? I wanted to um one remaster this like I just redo this drawing, right? But also I want to like ape the what you call it, like the Hirame's art style, if you know that person. I'm not gonna explain who that person is, just because I might get, you know, absolutely bodied by YouTube if I start describing this artist. They're not a bad artist. They didn't do anything bad or nothing, but like, you know how like YouTube is with like not safe for work creators. Oh wait, I think I just described the artist. Whoops! Don't kill me, please. How do people like? Okay, so this is how I know like a lot of people who are talking about Hirame is like a new gen, right? Because they keep talking about like how this artist draws like, you know, uh fuda basically. Is that like a censored word on YouTube? It's probably not. Like they draw fuda or something, right? But like they that's just like a small part of their fucking bibliography. So they mostly draw like straight up just normal fucking dojins, dog. Is that insansic? Of course you'd pull it out of your ass. Look, any decently like a big artist these days has drawn like, you know, not safe for work artist, it has drawn like fuda once in their lives, just to try out if they like it or not. I mean, hell, I've done it a couple times. Like, hey, like, and it was like a case of like, yeah, I kind of get it, but like, you know, it's just not my main deal. This source made it up. It's just like I saw it in a dream once. So, speaking of dojins, this character, right, is half OC, half not kind of deal. Where like I guess it technically counts like a Sonic OC type of deal, right? Like not from the IP, but because like the IP itself is just like this is a Manticore girl from like a Monster Girl Encyclopedia. If you ever heard of that, please do not go reading that if you're not, you know, of age. Uh, what is basically just like a waifu catalog, right? Like, but like with like fantasy creatures and all that, or like creatures from folklore. Um, yeah, like I did like a commission once, like this is years back, right? Where like, oh yeah, they just wanted like some random Manticore girl. I was like, yeah, but like I don't know if I wanted to like just like do it 1-to-1 with the base design, and since, you know, they just allow for like the IP itself just allows for you to like make your own fucking waifu, just like a fucking, you know, just basically build a bear, right? As long as you can draw it. Yeah, I just decided like, hey, what if I just drew like what you call it? Basically a sad girl, like a with like a bunch of like really nice like shape design on the hair, and because I just really wanted to do like half cut bangs at the time, because like to me at least that kind of like had a lot going for it in terms of like shape. So I did. Now I'm just kind of like kicking myself in the ass right now, basically, because like, man, why the hell did I like do that? A lot of it is just kind of like, you know, decently half-assed, because like the hair for one just felt misaligned, so I just had to fix that. And I don't know, maybe it's just like a sign of the times that I felt like this is about the right time that I'll finally just give it like, you know, a fresh coat of paint, literally, because I'm gonna probably color this. And surely people have forgotten that I've drawn this character like you know, since like it's a decade old or something. So I can just double dip. I can just reheat it in the microwave of my brain and bring it back to the public, and surely they'll like it. Okay, let's not bring up the community. They got their own thing. Hold on. Sorry, I had to mute for a bit because like I was just like coughing up. Look, look, just just don't do the thing. I get this is basically like victim blaming, right? But like, you know, fucking it's in technically the community rules, or like the content rules, right? So just why not just respect the creator's wishes? Because a lot of people tend to like do the death of the creator thing, right? Like because it's convenient for them. But I do feel like, since the creator is still fucking alive, right? Why not just create, like, you know, just at the very least just let them have their fucking cake and eat it too for now. It's not like they're going out of their way to like you know, just like like mess with like like minorities or something. Because it's, you know, everyone like deserves to like have like their fantasies validated, as long as it's not like super fucking harmful. You gotta dig it. Okay, so I'm talking in the sense of like the relationship with the quote unquote offenders to, you know, the what you call it, the author. But like, you know, fucking the actual like community members, the zealous ones, right? I'm not even gonna like even try to like say they're bad or nothing. They're just kind of like zealous. Like it's every fucking like community, right? You got the people who are just like vocally fucking rabid when it comes to like a quote unquote enforcing a standard. I could probably just like no, actually, I kind of wanted to use this like the circular ruler for this, but I feel like it'll lose a little bit of the stretchiness look to it. Because sometimes what I like about like just freehanding like around shapes like this, especially if it's like organic, right? It feels just that little bit more like naturalistic. Like, you know how like even in nature, like round bulges aren't really super uniform a lot of the times unless you're an insectoid with like scales or something, right? If it's just like kind of, you know, squishy meat, a lot of times they'll just have like fairly non-uniform kind of like deformation. Well, I mean, it's, you know, it depends on the animal, I guess, but like it's also like the vibe of something. And I'm not giving the those like community members like the G pass or whatever, right? But you know, fucking, I think everyone should just take a breather and be a little bit more mature about like how they conduct themselves, because I get it. Like, sometimes the internet doesn't even feel fucking real, so like you can just be doing whatever, right? But like, fucking, come on, man. Because like, I'm so glad that I have an aversion to like a cringe, because like it's the whole reason why I can't rage bait for money on like Twitter as well. It's just like that shit will mar my fucking eternal soul, dude. I'll never live it down, because okay, so it's a normal fucking like feeling, right? To like sometimes you go about your day and like that flash of that cringe thing that happened, like that you did like back in like what, like 20 years ago or something, like when you were still a kid or whatever, and just kind of like hits you like that, like a meme of like a no, Tetsuo getting hit with the fucking flashbang of like, Akira, leave me alone, like that thing, right? And like yeah, I that happens to me a lot more often, like than not. So like it just kind of like tempers my fucking behavior a lot of the times. And it makes me not want to do cringe thing. I think everyone should have that a little bit more, because like it's fucking, oh man, that would have been really useful for a lot of these like especially nuisance streamers, right? Like, of course I'm gonna be bringing that shit up. And no, I'm probably not talking about you personally, Mr. IRL streamer. Just, you know, in general. Just be chill. Just be nonchalant about it. Though, I do also understand, like, the need to do that as, like, entertainment value for the viewers that they have, like, built up. Which is fine. Just, you know, don't let it go too far. I should send you the playlist, dude. It's just stream beats, like, you know, Harris Heller, like the guy who does like a lot for like the streaming community, like doing like a whole like a copyright free playlist and all that. What the? Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah, I'll send it to you later. It's he basically has a whole like Bandcamp for of like copyright free music you can just like have. You haven't opened the in-app for years. No, like it's you can just use a browser. It's not even an app. It's like, I mean, you can find it on Spotify if you want, but like they have it on Bandcamp, they have it on Google Drive, they have it on fucking YouTube. It's just stream beats, dude. Though the selection of songs on YouTube is woefully understocked. So like I think they just want you to like, go mainly to Bandcamp and Spotify, maybe. Oh, whoops. Actually, I want to try out if like multi-stream works on all the multi-chat. Let me just do a quick test if that appears on the thing. It does. And what about X? E? Yeah? Please? Uh-oh. Oh, that's a problem. It's not appearing in man, it's not appearing in like the multi-chat, like the chat for X streaming. Damn it. Okay, so I guess I know where to look now. I should have X open, and that's about it, because like all the chat in like the other kind of like big websites are like working all fine. That's really weird. Why isn't it integrated? Hmm. I should make that band of cloth a little bit more wide. You know, fixing my sleeping schedule has been like a kind of a weird experience. Like it's like I've done it before, and oftentimes it's like every few months or so. But like there's this slightly annoying feeling of like when you try to do that, you're like you have established like a daily schedule with your fucked up sleep like for like weeks on end before. So like trying to go back into like another schedule that's like technically better. Yeah, it's always a weird feeling because you get like super fucking drowsy on the off hours. A second. Mesh transform. Oh, that doesn't work. Just use the form then. Yeah, that should work. And we just do that. Not sure if I wanna. Because I made a mistake. Huh? So what I should have done is probably just have it be over here. And just start it out from like the middle, like in the inner side, and then just do that. You can just like add it outside, no problem. I mean, depending on how big I want to make the cleavage. Honestly, it's not like because like I want to make it like a super goon vein, right? But like, you know, it's just the thing that I did before it. I think it's endearing. You think I'll get accused of like censoring my own drawings by like making the opening on the cleavage is kind of like a little bit smaller? Getting dragged through the mud by a bunch of culture war people. It's like, oh man, this is what you call it? Gooner's remorse. He's making his art less like goonable. It's like, you have no idea the type of horny shit I'm on, dog. So I need to fix that. Uh-huh. I'm getting stumped here. What am I doing wrong? Because I did want her to be like facing off to the side just a smidge more. Okay, let's open it up like that. And then get a mesh transform over here. That doesn't work. Oh, wait a second. I can just do like 2x2 mesh transform. Yeah, there we go. Ish. Yep. We got it. second. I'm locking in. Locking in. All right. See, we can just make it look right by doing it like that, and I mean, that kind of works, right? Well, we probably shouldn't be saying that out loud. Yeah, drawing is so relaxing up until you need to figure out how the hell you're supposed to like fix something. Like drawing from zero, yeah, like fucking trying to fix your own drawings is kind of like slightly annoying. Oh, wait a second. should be moving on to the next part of this drawing, but I keep getting fucking bothered by the idea. And the actual idea that this is kinda crooked. Oh, okay, yeah, I just do that. And suddenly, it's not so bad. How to fix your drawings. Just keep deforming it until it works. And I think I'm kind of happy with that. We increase the darkness of that a little bit, and increase the darkness of this. Okay, so just have it be turned to the side a little bit, and like that, and just have it be obscured by a lot of the arm. Actually, notice how I just made it. Okay, so funny thing about the remaster, I just made the boobs just like 20% bigger. Cause you know what? It's my drawing. I'll make the boobs as big as I want. You know the weird thing is, like I've gotten so used to drawing like humongous knockers that I don't think I can go back to like this is like an actual technical physical thing. Like, I know skill issue, but like it takes effort for me to like try to draw like smaller chests. You know, like not even like flat. It's just kind of like, you know, some would say more realistic, like sizes, but like, I mean, as long as no one's complaining. And if they complain, I'll just ignore them. Delightfully devilish, Seymour. So, let me take a look at how my arm hair works. Okay, so that's how it works. I keep forgetting what the green is for what is basically just like fur, right? Fur is basically just like souped up arm hair. Hello, Eugene. Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, we're Manticore enjoyers here. We're like you know, we like monster girls in this house, and we do nothing but respect the our Lord and Savior Kenko Cross. Though, I mean, most people would know me as someone who has been like you know, fully what you call it, inducted into the Hellhound fucking like fandom a little bit more. Has Casey made any new monster girls? Yes, a bunch of them. Unfortunately, most of the people who approach me for monster girl drawings, anyways, it's still on that like it's still fiending for more Hellhounds. So it's pretty much irrelevant to me. Like, no offense to Casey, but like you kind of tipped your hand a little bit by making a design so good that I'm not looking at the other new designs anymore. Sorry, buddy. can't help you there. Okay, I want to fix the form of the arms a little bit more. Okay, so we get the, where's my sketch layer for the arm? Well, what's basically happening right now, it's like the wrist is too big compared to like the forearm, so like that kind of like ruins the flow of the arm a little bit. It makes it look like tube socks instead of like an actual like arm with fur. So I need to streamline. Yes, kinda. And make the forearm slightly bigger, I think. It's for me, because this is like a new habit of mine that is just kind of like developed over the years of like drawing monster girls, right? A lot of them like because I want to like make them look like a little bit fairly stronger than like a normal human, right? I would like get this habit of just drawing the forearms a little bit more like bulky. Like there's still flow in there, so it doesn't look like you know, a Marvel character or nothing, but like adding more muscles in like the forearms right after the right after the elbow, kind of make like it gives a little bit better flow to the character like gesture or whatever. I'm using a lot of technical like terms here. It's like most of them are probably wrong because you know I just drew like in my career. I didn't really learn the names of like a lot of these body parts, so like it never really occurred to me to like that I had to like explain it to like other people. And where the fur meets, they'll do like a basically touch tips right over here, so they'll just like point upwards. Let's not have too many small details. Like it'll be a pain to just like render them out later. It's not like I'm gonna be doing like, I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna be trying out like soft shading on this, because no, I have other like actual commissions to like do that needs like soft shading. So I'm not gonna add too much like tufts of like fur, I don't think. Another thing I've noticed about like my old like Monster Girl drawings is that the arm and the hands just feel a lot more round and stubby than like my later like iterations. Because like the newer like ways like that I've like noticed that I'm drawing like a monster girl hands, right, especially like the ones that are mammals or whatever, um they have a lot more of that like a actual human opposable thumb type of quality to them, just because like that's what I'm used to. But like back in the day, I think I just like 100% like just winged it. You know, just vaguely looks like what you call it, human, and like it basically it looks like a teddy bear's like a hand sometimes, which is, you know, it's fiction. It's like you know, it's fairly cutesy. It worked fine, but like I think I just gotten used to like other ways of drawing it. I wonder if I can add... Yeah, it doesn't let me add more like a stream chats, I don't think. It's only YouTube and the X. I'll figure it out. Well, listen. Oh, okay. So, retracing my steps on like this drawing is now making me realize like exactly which parts I winged it, and this is definitely one of them. Okay. So because I want to make it look like she's actually curling her fingers, and just make the sides a little bit more looking like knuckles. Knuckles. Wait, did we play to the first? What the fuck's partial moonlight? Oh, it's almost ending. Actually, let's switch to a different Sakura Dreams. I wonder if that's like all right. How Japanese are you gonna make this song? Look at this, where I try to make it more modernized. This is a lot of this is just like the standard problem of like how do you make like a remastered like a drawing, right? Where like you have to cut, basically not consolidate, but like make compromises. No. I forgot what the word was actually. Resolve? No. Basically, you have to figure out like how to like draw it, like, and decide decide whether or not you want to like draw it in your like latest new style, or like try to like keep some of the old like the old identity of the drawing, right? Which is fine. Yeah, just a little bit of annoyance too, like. Did I used to draw this one only like the one knuckle? Or like two knuckles? Am I an idiot? Alright. Alright, this we definitely have to change. This doesn't look right. Don't get it. Well, it's getting a little bit chilly. Let's turn off the AC. Okay. Just having it be like two knuckles in, it's like it's probably fine. I just gotta like align it like better. This is another thing I've kind of noticed with like when I'm redrawing stuff. I just have like a better intuition to like figure out how something should look, right? You still have your lineage. What do you mean? The manticores have always been there. You just ignored them. So clearly, I am the more worthy one to like take care of all these monster girls. And for all, why shouldn't I have them all? It's kind of better. I just have to like fix this area here. I've accidentally made this finger too wide. Oh man, they tell me a real pickle. I can't choose this. I can't choose which girl they like. Choose all of them. Just, it's a fantasy. Just, you can like all of them. There's literally a monster girl that gains more power the more wives you have. Like, what are you talking about? It doesn't matter. You can just have everyone. Nah, you're thinking about it all wrong, right? So, like, since she's getting something out of it, she's not a cuck or anything. She is what we call a pimp. She is pimping her own husband now to gain more power. That is some queen shit. Like girl boss stuff, even gatekeeping, gaslighting you into like getting more wives. I have to stop myself from that line of like a skit because like I was this close to using terminology that might not be good for all audiences, and like pimp technology might like terminology, like pimp terminology. I had to hold up my hand a little, like out to the side just to figure out like how I want to make this look. I will not tolerate any slander about the bicorn. Bicorn, you better. Because I sure do want to eat some sweet corn right now. Fuck, you know what? I haven't eaten corn in a while. I want now I want some. Fuck. Oh no, I'm hungry. I really want to have her claws out. Not really. Mm, what if we were to have the paws embedded in the pillow a little bit? That means I don't have to like means I don't have to draw the claws and still make it look good. Yeah. What do you like the most? Who do I like the most? Fuck. So, just by sheer kind of like proximity, right? Because like people keep getting me to draw like this one character. I guess Hellhounds? But like I used to be like a huge fucking like, well, not huge, but like a decently, you know, I kind of like decently like holsters as well. Like back in the day, it's because like it's like the holster community kept fucking commissioning me and making me draw like the cowgirl and yeah. And then after that, I think I was contracted to draw Anubis a while back as well. That's pretty good as well. Whites and liches are pretty good. Okay, there's no, I don't know if I like have like if I even subscribe to the feeling of like liking something the most. I think it's like because I tend to like more tend to like gravitate more to like liking like a lot of things. So like it's more like not liking the most, but like which one do I like actually? Oh fuck! Now I remember. Very rarely that I get like contracted to draw Capri, like the scarab beetle like a woman. That one I kind of like just because I like the eyes are pretty kind of like unique, like in the style. So I kind of like that one. The white lamia. I forgot which one. There's a bunch of white lamias, right? It's like or like technically nagas. There's an Australian one. I forgot what their name was. And then Shirahebi. I think that's like the other one, like the Japanese one. Yeah, but like, yeah, I don't think I have like a like one that I like the most. It's more like a just I kind of like them. And you too can make me like a monster girl the most, quote unquote, by paying me to draw them. In fact, I think I still have like a couple of hellhounds I need to draw after this. Which, speaking of which, I haven't drawn a normal human being in years, dog. And I'm afraid that I will not be able to like normal human beings anymore if I keep doing this. And this is why, like, anytime that so recently, like, I've started like being able to like join on a project and draw like normal human characters, right? Pretty fucking good, on the sense that like it basically feels like Rock Lee taking off his like training weights, right? Because what do you mean I don't have to draw like a fuzzy tails no more, dog? It's like he just draws like the human form. You're done. It's like, holy fucking shit, this is so fucking easy. Ugh. Come to think of it, if we're talking just normal humanoid, kind of like a monster girls, right? The whites and liches are just a pretty good time to draw. Like because like I fairly like it. Yeah, actually, I think I have a lich commission coming up. Can probably just like have fun there. This I, what is this song? Yeah, let's change to another album. And no offense to Harris Heller, right? But like I heard that kind of like melody and that like instrument, this kind of made me think of that like one video of like this blonde woman going like, "I want to be ninja." I couldn't handle it. Please give me a neutral fucking song before I out myself as a fucking weirdo. I want to make the pillow just a fair bit more fluffy. So what's the context of the drawing? So okay. Let me just put this in a folder and let's hide that. So if I'm not mistaken, so like just basically some like kind of like I think from what I've like barely remember, I think the context was like, oh, like make the like please draw the manticore being cute in pajamas, right? And I'm like, I mean, we can push that a little bit further than just like in a cute woman in like pajamas. And like, why not draw like because I was like a fair bit younger back then, so like I'm feeling like, oh, why not make this a little bit like fairly bittersweet or whatever, right? I'm drawing like a kind of like a fairly scarred kind of like looking like, I don't know, maybe probably someone less fortunate or whatever that you bring into your home, and then the context is like they can't sleep at night, so that's why like they're wearing the pajamas and all that, like looking at you. So I wonder if I can just like remaster that as well. Probably like do a doorway and then get the lighting right. That probably would be good, right? Maybe. And it's not like I'm trying to reinvent the wheel or nothing. I just want like, now that I'm a little bit better at like drawing, right? I want to like improve a little bit more on the vibe. So why not make the, okay, so like my problem with the pillow right now. So like when I was looking at the original drawing, I felt like the shape of the pillow was blending into the body a little bit too much, just because it didn't look fluffy enough. So it's not like a, it doesn't feel like they're squeezing anything substantial. It's like I want to add more to that. That probably works. And add sewing lines to it. I say this, but like I probably should just like get just like take apart my pillow just like to see how it's like constructed. But then again, if it's like a fantasy thing, I probably shouldn't like make it a little bit more like contemporary looking. So not too modern, like of a construction for the pillow. We could make this a little bit more fluffy. Yeah, ちょっとふかふかな枕見てねえんだろ。Hmm. Oh, fucking, apropos to nothing. But like I basically just like started waging war on ticks and like basically just like the nature itself, because it's kind of like the wet season right now. I'm finding that like in the mornings, this or like in the middle of the day, because like it's raining a lot. A bunch of ticks just started fucking spawning around the house, and it's just like it's just kind of like wreaking havoc on the dogs. So like we've been using class 4 poisons this whole time, and it doesn't last. Like it kills the ticks, but like it doesn't last enough to like deter the other ticks away. So I've decided to just go ahead and buy a bunch of diatomaceous earth in bulk, mind you, and get like the sprayer specifically for that. And like I never knew this, but like the the sprayer that you use to like spread out like to apply diatomaceous earth like, around the house actually is the do you know in the those old cartoons, right? They have the like the poison pump where like they it's instead of a spray, they just like have this like cylinder with a pump in it that just like sprays out the poison. Yeah, that they use that to apply diatomaceous earth. And I'm like, huh, I didn't realize I was gonna be like using this in my lifetime, but like, fuck me, I guess. I'm desperate to like actually 100% like get these absolutely annoying fucking like ticks out of my house. Not out of my house, but like out of my porch. Because they, surprisingly, I don't really see ticks inside the house. They always just like stay outside to terrorize my dogs. And you know what? That's enough for me to commit genocide against these bugs. And this is why I am announcing my full enrollment in the Helldivers program to. What is that long pause? Hello? Was that it? I didn't even notice. Like we ran out of songs. What the fuck? Hello. The you good? Yeah. What's up, Eugene? I do wonder sometimes just how much like a delay YouTube has. Because like it shouldn't be like that much on Twitch, but like YouTube, it feels like sometimes the ping is like the delay between my stream and like the actual thing that comes out on YouTube is just like a little bit long, you know? Hmm. Takes the only reason you don't walk in the forest. Damn straight. It's like sometimes I feel like leeches are preferable to ticks. Like not by a lot, but like you know, at the very least, they can see the leech. And like they all like okay, so woke up one day, went outside, and I fuck, fucking nightmare fuel, right? Like I saw one of my dogs like absolutely covered in ticks. Like they were in their ears as well. It's like how the hell did it get this bad within one night? So like that's how we kind of knew we had to like do something. And that's when that's how we decided to load up on like a lot of class 4 poisons. Though we might need to at some point upgrade to agricultural tier poisons. Because they're so fucking annoying, dude. Actually, do ladybugs eat those fucking things like those ticks? I wonder if I should just like, and I might be like destroying the ecosystem by doing so. I wonder if I can just like introduce a bunch more ladybugs around the house and just absolutely kill these fucking ticks. Alpha gal syndrome, is that the one where you can't eat meat? It's like the Lone Star ticks, or is that another thing? Because I don't think we have Lone Star over here, so like we're probably fine on that. But like, it's still annoying and icky. So okay, so I found out I found out firsthand just how smart these fucking ticks are, right? Because we had parts of the house where it's just like kind of like painted maroon red ish. Um, yeah, like I was trying to find like ticks, right? Like they were nowhere in like the places where like there was like a bright fucking colored like paint, right? But I took a closer look at the ones where it's like painted like maroon or something. They were all hiding there. They 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 know where, like they know like what color they are, and they are kind of like smart enough to hide where they're about the same color, right? And then, so I was only seeing like the small ticks that haven't fed on anything yet, right? And like, fuck, like there's gotta be like a bunch of like ticks that are just kind of like fattened up by like feeding on our dogs, whatever, right? So I kept looking around the house and I was like, fucking, oh my fucking god! Like there was this one part where like there was a bunch of like bird droppings because there's a bird's nest like right above it. Um, Took a closer look at it. All of the like the round fat fucking ticks are just like hiding amongst the droppings. Like they know what they look like. Like between like their kind of like unfed form and their fed form, they know what they look like and they know where to hide. It's so fucking scary how smart these fuckers are. I need to get more. Oh man, like this immense amount of warfare to be waged upon these fucking things. And I wonder if if the reason why they aren't more active at attacking humans, right, or like getting on to humans, is because like they know if they do like humans will just like actively try to eradicate them. Like I wonder if they're like that smart. It's ooh, ooh, oh fuck, I'm so gooped. Like how some animals just like learn to avoid humans because they know if they eat so much as like hurt like like a human, the rest of humanity will just like chase them down to the ends of the earth and just genocide them all. Oh fuck, that'd be that'd be fucked. I hate ticks, Charlie. I hate ticks. That's why I'm kind of like searching for more evergreen solutions. Like instead of using like toxins, I guess it'd probably be better to just like lay down what is basically landmines for the bugs, right? Because diatomaceous earth is just made out of like a bunch of like ground up jagged tiny seashells. So like if they even like touch any spot that has like diatomaceous earth and it sticks to them, they'll just like slowly fucking dismantle themselves because it's basically sandpaper for bugs. Like here's to hoping, right? Oh my fucking god. Okay, so uh okay, restricted suspicious user likely ban evader. Um okay, so the multi-chat didn't show me this notification, but now that I switch to like the Twitch chat, yeah, we're gonna have to kill this bot. Goodbye. Say, how many ads do you guys get when like watching streams on YouTube, anyways? Yeah, so that's always kind of been like a general annoyance for me, or like streaming on Twitch, because like sometimes when I'm like talking, sometimes when I'm talking to like chat and all that, and like or like just basically doing an anecdote, right? And suddenly like an ad break comes up. It's so fucking annoying. You're just like, oh fuck, okay, yeah. Everyone probably can't hear me the whole time, so like I might need to repeat myself. Aren't bugs breathing with skin? Depends. Some bugs just like breathe normally. Uh, Other bugs, depending on like, it's usually the moist, like the more moist bugs, right? Like to breathe through your skin, you kind of need to have like a uh fairly moistened skin to like get a lot more of the oxygen through, I think it was. But no, yeah, I don't think ticks breathe through their skin. Like either way, even if that like that's the case, uh, poisoning them still kills them. But like we might run into like poison toxicity resistance, depending on like how many generations it is. Like after that, so we try not to use that too much of like class 4 poisons. That said, though, like you usually it takes a lot more to like evolve into something that kind of like resists getting stabbed and fucking sliced over and over. So I'd say diatomaceous earth is like the go-to for now. Hey, did you know you can kill spiders with soap water? You can basically drown them, right? Like you don't even have to like dunk them in the soap water. You basically just get like a decently soapy water and spray it on them, and apparently that dissolves the. Okay, so they breathe. Their like breathing holes have a fair bit of oil in them to like prevent them from drowning or something. Like because like they like any sort of water can just kind of like clog up their like breathing holes, and they'll just fucking die. That's why they have oils on their like a body, right? I, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if this is like super right. You can probably just like kill them with like soapy water or even just like a foam sprayer, right? I mean, what can't die? If you spray like a like foam at them and they'll have to breathe in like soap gas. Out of curiosity, is the background music coming through to YouTube? Because I did on a stream before, set it to like have it on a setting where it's not gonna play audio from a browser, but did I should have uh re-enabled it for this this stream because I wanted to try out using stream beats instead. I mean, granted, I learned about the spider and the soap water thing from manga, but what you call it, take it with a grain of salt, I guess, because how true can a manga really be, right? Yes, you can hear the music. Okay, nice, nice, nice. I just wish that YouTube had the same thing with what you call it, Twitch, where you can just have it where you can play the song in on the stream itself, but the VOD doesn't have the song. Like that, it has it has the setting with Twitch, but I'm not sure if YouTube has it. Probably not, really. Hmm. I wonder. Okay, so let's just copy. Change the dimensions of her lower half. Ow. I'm thinking of getting those rechargeable AA and AAA batteries because the remotes around my house. Have you ever had deja vu after sleeping? Yeah, loads of times. Like deja vu in the dream, or deja vu as in oh shit, I experienced this real life thing before. Because I've had both. I mean, that's what we call a premonition technically, but I'm okay, so I do not mean this in any political way, right? This is just a weird fucking coincidence that happened to me. So, had a dream once, right, where what you call it? I was at some foreign land, and near at a dam wall or something, right? And then I take a look at the dam. It started fucking cracking and breaking, and then I don't know, fucking flood waters just gushed out of from the dam, and woke up from that. I was like, huh, that's weird. It's probably nothing. Got to find out in a week later. Flooding was so bad in in China, during the flood on the Three Gorges Dam, that it was starting to slowly kind of move the dam a little bit. I'm like, oh, oh no, please. Just that sometimes it starts to seem to you that everything's predetermined. About that. So, I fully believe that we have the ability to change our destiny, because even on a quantum scale, the eye of the observer basically changes everything, right? it's how the more you, like someone observes like a quantum experiment, the more it starts to like change and not fall in like the expected parameters. Like I'm paraphrasing here, but like that's about like I think that's about right. So like I do wonder if it's the reason why like something doesn't happen or like something doesn't change if you have a premonition on something. It's because you have not uh, you've not expended enough efforts to change it if you even want to. Because like we're talking about destiny, right? It's more of a thing of like there, there's a lot going on to cause like that event to happen. So like it's going to need a lot more to change it basically. So fucking. Oh, and another thing, it's like unironically, I think manifesting helps to change something. Also, hello, Jay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? We're talking about like manifesting your destinies and all that. You show into the off-kai orgy that? Nah, I'm just kind of like more interested in drawing right now. Besides, probably gonna be like mostly guys. And it's like, nah. Yeah, you're missing out. Like, oh, all right, how many femboys? Huh? 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 Or it's just gonna be normal fucking dudes. Look, I don't care about the women. They're weird. I mean, like if 5 other dudes gonna be there, they don't know. I think girls, but like, I mean, yeah, but like I've always kind of like, okay. So anytime anyone talks about like the con orgies, right? Uh, I wonder if I can talk about this in, in YouTube actually. Um, basically, it's the ratio of male to females in like any con orgy. It's always underwhelming. And these are their words, by the way. It's so fucking funny to see people complain about an orgy and just having the one chick. It's like, brother, you joined on the orgy. No one owes that to you. You can put up a skirt. I don't know, man. It's like, you even can you even pull it off? Come on. I mean, I bet you don't even know ball enough to wear like biking shorts under that, like like spats. Like, that's the real like a brain activator, or even dolphin shorts. Needs better matchmaking. Needs better player base. Skill-based matchmaking. Does that mean you have too much skill or too little skill? I was like, what's the what you call it? What's the rubric here? Because personally, I consider myself to be at least high silver, low gold in like orgy matchmaking. Let's see, pink spreaders in lobby. Well, that's what. That's your problem. You were in the the fucking movement shooter orgies, not in the more like fucking tag shooters, not in Twitch shooters. You think there's comfy game orgies? I imagine like you need to give someone like I don't know a fucking radish or a tomato before like they even agree to it, right? Is that how you gain consent? Wait, no, this is this is the exact time you need to pull out the fucking witchcraft book that says like, you may fascinate a woman with a piece of cheese. No, there was that one story where a girl sucked off her friend off for like Animal Crossing bells. Oh, jeez. Some people. There better be like a lot of fucking Animal Crossing bells like for that exchange. Like if she just like had like what 200. Ain't no fucking way, dog. You see, fellas, if your female friend sucks you off for like 200 Animal Crossing bells, she probably just likes you, dog. And that's just like a preamble or like an excuse. One example, you still remember 2017, you had a dream about listening to music, and after that, okay. Exact music in your dream. Okay, so I mean, it's fine. It's fine if it's not like your native. I think yeah, but like I wonder if that's like more like someone played that music while you were asleep, or like you just heard it like a couple rooms over and just didn't realize. Because I had this same thing, kinda like I'm not even sure if I can just kind of like match it to your experience where like I had like I had a dream where like it was the end of the dream was kind of like had the background music of like the start of Mr. Lonely, right, by Akon, and then fucking like that really nice kind of like violin sting at the start was like that was the end of the dream, right? And I woke up like holy fuck, that's such a good fucking like ending to a dream. And then I take a look at the like on like my uncle's room like a few doors down. It's like oh he's playing like a Mr. Akon like Akon's Mr. Lonely in like on his hi-fi, so that's why I had it like playing in my dream. So I wonder if that was like the same experience you had, where you just like by sheer luck someone was playing that music while you were sleeping nearby. It was not released in 2017. It was released in 2020. What the fuck? What song was it? It could be a case of like a similar song. I'm not sure. Speaking of which, I actually I'm waiting for like this song to pop up now that you mention it. Where like there was this one song that was like playing when I was like asleep, right? Going like and I've been trying to like look for this song in Google search and in like SoundHound and like every other fucking like song search thing, right? I couldn't find any. So I wonder if that's just like divine providence, like letting me know, like if I made this song, this could be like really fucking good, or huh? Maybe just like an obscure kind of Beatles song or something, right? I don't know. But in any case, I should probably keep an eye on that. Like maybe it'll come out and like I can say, "Yo, Pog, you heard it here first, folks. That's the song that I'm talking about." Masked double barrel. I'll give it to listen in like probably after stream, but like currently, unfortunately, the it it could just be like a global thing, right? Like some people just like have just divine inspiration of like a song or something. It sometimes happens because I don't remember if it was the Red Hot Chili Peppers or like some other band, or like was it the Beatles? Um, there was this one story about like them like dreaming up about this one song, and then like upon waking up they immediately recorded it, and then started asking around with their legal team or like their friends and like their friends in the industry to see if like someone else already made the song. And like apparently like no one has ever heard of the song before, so like they managed to like get the like that song out, which turned out to be like a hit banger thing. So I don't know, man. Just like if you get one later, like you might want to like take advantage of that. It's like fuck, I can be the next like Beatles right now. What am I looking for again? Okay, so mask double barrel. You can just look it up in the. Huh. So it's like the movie where an Indian dude invented the entire this like Beatles discography. What do you mean? So fucking was it Laos or Vietnam or whatever? Like some country in that like area, right? A month before the coup happened there, I actually had a dream specifically about that country, about like some military action being foisted upon the people, right? And I was like, okay, did I just okay? That was probably just like like a dream that I had about like I don't know, like the Vietnam War or something, right? And then come to find out, like a month later, the coup happened. So I'm like, what? Really? But like that just kind of made me realize, right? That like if you get a premonition, I mean, don't sweat it, because what can you do about it? Really, it's gonna take a lot of effort to change like quote unquote destiny. Mask double barrel single release date. Because another thing about like some of these kind of like songs, right? They may have released the single like before they released the actual like EP, because the EP is 2020, but I'm not exactly sure if the song itself is 2020, because we need to like actually, did Double Barrel take samples from anywhere? Hey, okay, so did you know they've like recently this year uh turned off the like the CERN super collider, right? And apparently people were talking about like how this year like a lot of stuff has been slowing down, and like slowly like being a little bit more calmer, right? So like it may have been that like us using the fucking super collider to do some quantum like a quantum science shit, right? that may have been affecting the timeline. And how um I think it was like an American, like the Americans also like tried to do like a super collider, but like uh animals kept getting into the super collider to and like basically keep it like out of commission, right? So like they just like gave up trying to like restart the super collider. So I wonder if even nature knows that like those fucking like a quantum physics test is just like really bad to have on Earth. You know what I really fucking like kind of like hate, right? Is like a lot of the a lot of like before like this year I've been having like a lot of like dreams for like, oh man, this is you in another life and you're way more successful and whatever, right? And then you wake up, it's like, huh, what a weird fucking dream. I guess I'll just like work harder to like achieve whatever I wanted to, right? And then come to find out, like a lot of people were theorizing that like CERN's like super collider was like the root cause about like the timelines fucking fucking up, right? And like I, not gonna lie, I got a little bit of like a little bit pissed off because like you motherfuckers are the reason I'm not living that life. I fucking hate you. I hate science. Though I do wonder how many like world-ending things we've avoided because we kept like fucking up the timelines. Because I've always wondered, right? Like and this is just like a usual skit for a lot of like YouTubers, whatever. What if we prevented like a certain like a like disaster or whatever, like a man-made disaster or otherwise? What if that like if that didn't happen, something worse did? I get that this sounds like me kind of like giving the the horrible people in history a pass, right? But I'm not, but like it just makes you wonder. Like maybe it's because like I'm just kind of like accepting my fate at this point. It's like it could have been worse. I wonder if I should start like scripting my streams, like not like a word for word, but like have the conscious mind of like basically clip forming, right? Like, but it's just not my style. I wonder if there's a way to make it work. Maybe I should just start writing down like in skits or whatever or bits. How do you clip farm art, bro? It's like fucking I don't know. Talk some like unhinged shit, dog. It's like you know how like a lot of like VTuber clips is just like the joke is always sex. It's like but I'm made for something better than that. Like I can be better. I got it now. So it's like the joke is going to be gay sex now. Sorry, bro, it doesn't work for men unless you're like crazy hot. Uh, mm, mm, mm. I mean, sorry, I'm not clavicular. I didn't think that I needed to draw my model to be clavicular. Though I'm probably due for like a model update, and like at some point. It's been like fucking 5 fucking years since the last time. Or be like, I can't talk to people unless I'm on like 30 drugs. I can optimize that to 28. No, actually, uh, just like the immense amount of coffee that I drink every day, probably can replace like I don't know a dozen drugs. Ooh. Wait, when did I have dropped frames? Like I look up to my like OBS and it's just like, oh, you have 30 dropped frames. Like, it's still 0% of the stream technically, but like, what the fuck? When did that happen? For some reason, sometimes you have dreams of like home, like no matter the events are still in the same house. Maybe it's parallel worlds, but it's probably also just kind of like, yeah, you gotta like also realize there's a possibility that it may just be your brain making shit up. It's like, you know how like when you're just kind of like sitting just like daydreaming, and then you just go into like, oh, what if this happened, like type of like mode of thinking, right? It may have been that when you're like dreaming, so you have to like kind of figure if it's just kind of like a little bit too outlandish, it may not even matter. So like it may just be like your brain just like making up random shit. And then also okay, so my usual method of like trying to figure out like if something is a premonition or not or whatever, like, right? It's once I wake up, if I still remember what I dreamt up, I usually try to do the thing where like, okay, so what media, or like what thing I was doing yesterday, or like what media was I watching that would relate to any of what I dreamt up, because it might have been your brain takes the stimuli from like the media you had and just like built off of that, or like try to like make something like relevant to that, because that's basically what happens in like a lot of your dreams. It's just like they basically contextualize whatever you're dreaming up through the thing you did like from like the day to day. And sometimes it just goes left field, and then like you don't even know like what the fuck do you just watch or like played or like did to even like have that dream. And like there was an actual like a time like a while back when like I was kind of like forced into like a lot of like isekai situations, like basically actually put it into like a different world, right? And like basically it's like a bunch of like different areas of that like that one world, like fairly consistent, but like some at some points like oh yeah you'd be like at sea, and then like oh shit like there's like an isekai town in the middle of the sea, like there's oh fuck it's like it's just isekai Cthulhu just having a like just managing a whole town there. It's like that's pretty cool. And then uh uh at some point you I have a different dream in the same world in like on a different day that like I'm part of an expeditionary team going into like a swamp, and there's like giant fucking mosquitoes. And like it's a lot of that, right? Like if it's like abnormally consistent, it's probably just kind of like you know possibly you like dreaming about like parallel worlds or whatever, right? And this is not me confirming or like saying it as fact. It's just kind of like I'd like to believe this because it makes life a lot more interesting. But when we're talking about like you know just dreams, you can just explain it away. If you can explain it away, it's probably just like just your brains making shit up. It's like okay, as a child, like when I was a kid, this was like a really big traumatic event. Like it's not traumatic anymore, but like it was. I still can remember. It was such a like a big event that I just can't forget it anymore. It's more like it's almost a canon event where uh I was like as a kid sleeping like in what like the afternoon, right? And then like woke up around like the you know the not evening, just like just before evening, like almost dusk even, right? But basically, what I had a dream of was my pet cat just dying, and like being run over, and like you know just like having its eyes just kind of like just pop out because it was ran over or whatever, right? And I'm like woke up from that. It's like holy fucking shit. That shit was terrible. And then you know I didn't think of anything of it after that because you know you forget your dreams pretty quickly. And just like 30 minutes after like I woke up, it's like my parents were like screaming in the driveway or whatever, right? And like I went outside. They accidentally ran over my cat, and it like the dead cat actually looked like the like exactly the same as like how it looked like in my dream. I'm like, oh fuck, I should have listened to that thing. Like you know, it was a traumatic event because like you know you could have you think you could have stopped it, but like that's the whole like caveat. It's just like, are you even going to act on that premonition, and like are you even strong enough to act on that like a premonition and like change it, right? So like I've stopped like kind of like worrying too much about like whatever premonition or like whatever dream I had, and just like kind of like I guess like figured that I've just kind of like figured like that that's why like a lot of religions just like basically recommend against like using like predictions or premonitions or psychics, because it's only going to be like a brain worm for you, because like you know changing it's never going to be like an easy thing to do, and most people aren't strong enough to do it. And if they do try and they're not strong enough, they're most of the times they'll just get into harm's way. So like I think I've started like living a little bit more carefully in life, just so it doesn't get to that point. But I do still like sometimes get like really minor and mundane premonitions of like this is going to happen, right? And like I usually just brush it off, and usually it's like a decently positive like happening. And when it does actually happen, and like I feel like I my day just becomes a little bit like happier, like my life is a little bit happier because like, oh yeah, like what a funny coincidence. Like, I'm glad it works out in my favor though. So like I recommend people to just like not worry about it. Being curious about it is fine though. I mean, I fully believe that there is a possibility, like our minds like having more effect on the world than we realize. But like, I mean, that's why like a lot of governments in like World War II and beyond really focused on like doing all those like ESP kind of like psychic shit, because there's probably something there, but like is it really that big of an effect for like one person? Like I think that's the other one, like where they try to like make it work for one person, right? And I think that probably isn't like gonna isn't going to be the case. You're gonna need a lot more consensus in the in the world to make some kind of like destiny manifest itself. Like depending on how big the destiny you want to go for, I guess. And that's also like the thing where like a lot of religions kind of like mention where like you should pray, and that's really good, like pray for like an outcome to happen, but at the same time you still need to work for it. And like I don't know, like a bunch of like people like I guess aren't happy with that, but like I mean if you're asking God or like the world or like the universe for something to happen, you shouldn't work for it. You kind of should though. Like you are like it's basically like trying to live with your fucking like hands clasped up into the air without working for it, right? Because like, and I don't want to make this comparison like sound bad or whatever. Like it's the type of like mentality people like some people have with like beggars on the street, right? It's like we're like, I mean, I get like times are hard and like you can't just be like a beggar, right? You just gonna try. You should try at least to like get yourself out of that rut. And I know there's like a lot of things where like people can't exactly do that because like fucking coming out from zero is extremely hard. But at the same time, there are some people who could do it. So at the very least, try. And I'm not talking shit about like the people who try and still like not able to do like to get out of that situation anyways, because at that point, unironically, society. Gray Look next EP. I haven't seen anything like I haven't heard of like Gray Look before. What even is it? Oh, want to know something funny? So a lot of the times I use like the destiny like like the manifesting thing to give me good rolls in gacha, and a lot of the times it works. So every so often I go back into like Enfield, right, or like Nikkei or like whatever, um, and I like try to do a role, and like I've like basically say like, and this is basically like a gacha ritual, right? Like for, everyone has one. Going like, I have decided that with this 10 roll, I'll get like a 5-star, and lo and behold, almost every time I do that, I get a fucking 5-star. A lot of the times, in fact, like I even get the banner character, and I'm like, oh fuck. It's always funny because I do it on stream, like in Discord with a bunch of my friends, and they always get fucking angry with me. And like this, there was this one like another buddy of mine who was like playing ZZZ, right, like Xenoblade Zone Zero. He wanted like a Ellen Joe, like the shark maid, whatever, and like he was getting frustrated that he wasn't getting like the character he wanted. So I thought I'd be nice and like go and like, okay, buddy, I'm gonna burn a command seal for you, like just this once, and like I've decided that you will get Ellen Joe or like the 5-star you want, and not even a 10 roll, right? Just like the single roll, like he did like one roll. It was Ellen Joe. It's no fucking way. So I think manifesting does a lot more than you think, but also not as much as you think. Oh, not as much as you'd hope. Nothing with gachas. I played too many. It's like you played MMOs with horrid gambling odds. Fuck, I remember those. There was this one old like MMO that was playing like called RYL, like Risk Your Life. I know, amazing name. Basically they have this like item upgrading system. It was one of the early MMOs that have the like item upgrading system that has like the gambling aspect to it. Like, oh, if you fail this like this upgrade, you'll go down one level of the like the sword or whatever, right? And I'm like, fuck me, I hated that shit, dude. Now that was horrid because like trying to get to like max level sometimes it's just like 1% success, whatever it was, or like 3, I think. Either or. Oh man, I don't want to go back to MMOs now that I remember exactly that. Like, I've got friends who like wanted me to like to try out like Final Fantasy, right? Like the online one. Yeah, no. Fuck that. I'm basically traumatized by like MMOs because of the upgrading systems. I don't care if it doesn't use that anymore. I'm not going back. In Maple Story, it's like a sub 5 drop rate weapon weekly. Oh my fucking god, yeah. Yeah. That is fucking horrid. Hey, speaking of MMOs, did you hear that Ragnarok came back? Like it's like there's a new Ragnarok game now, like Ragnarok Online, but it's on mobile. I'm not sure if they have like PC version, but like a lot of the ads I keep like seeing, it's just like it seems like a mobile game. Fuck, that's a really old one. I wonder if I should actually try. Nah. Real Korean animals. Fuck, dude. Bush, yes. I shouldn't make that joke actually. I almost did it. Call me Operation Sandstorm, the way I'm willing to die for Bush. Nah, it's just like a joke about dying for Bush. Because I remember seeing this on Twitch. I think it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like where like a guy's so horny for women who aren't like clean shaven down there. Then where like they just make the fucking most heinous fucking like puns ever, but it's so good. She said feels like a cactus on your dick. I mean, I wouldn't know. And I've never really. I mean, I'm a virgin, so. I never really thought about wanting to have sex because I'm a little bit too focused on the sheer existential pain of like trying to get a drawing right. Also, because like that you ever had like the thing where like you go to college, or like anytime you go to school or whatever, like your parents just goes like, remember you're going to school. You're going to school to learn, not to get a girlfriend. And then once you've graduated, like whatever school it was, and then like your parents immediately started to ask you like, so who was your girlfriend in the university? It's like, Mom, you told me not to date. I didn't date at all. And now they're like these days they're asking me when I'm gonna get married. It's so Jover for me, bros. This sex is low key overrated. Just fighting not to come. So that's the funny part of like a bunch of like my other buddies who have fomented with the the females. That feels that have gone on dates before and had sex or whatever. They've always just kind of like started talking about how inconvenient it was. It's like sometimes it's just kind of like it's like throwing a hot dog down a like a hallway, or like sometimes you need to like be focused on like keeping your clothes up, or else it'll just kind of like moisten the hem of your shirt, and that's annoying. It's like, man, like this finding a partner seems kind of annoying. I don't know. Maybe once I get like an actual like stable income, I'll think about it. No pain, no gain. I mean, that's fair. Just bench. Ow! Just bench weird sometimes. Ugh. Ow. Fuck, don't remind me, man. Like fucking some guy like kind of showed me like this one case of a guy who managed to actually break his erection like because they were fucking weird, like just doing the whole like suspended like woman suspension when you're fucking thing, and then they managed to like slip and like actually break his boner. It's like, holy fucking shit, dude. Oh man, oh holy shit. Some people break it on purpose. I mean, I know that much, but like, people are weirdos, dude. And I remember like some. Okay, so like when we were a little bit younger, I think some of us were like we're still doing that thing. It's like, hey, check out this like fucked up shit. Like sometimes it was like stuff from Live Leak. Sometimes it's just kind of like a case file of like someone who went missing and like was found kind of like face down in a lake somewhere. And then Fucking, I think, what was it called again? It wasn't Darwin, Darwin Awards. I think it was Pain Olympics, or like they just do some horrid shit to themselves. It's like, why would you do this? You were given a body. You were given time to like develop into a normal human fucking being, and yet, I we see you on fucking, I don't know, Pain Olympics or like fucking Pornhub doing some nasty shit to yourself. And by looking at this, it's hardwired or yeah. I mean, it's hard. Like we're social creatures, right? So like, I feel like it's developed in our brains to like possibly learn to avoid something, or even like because we see something in pain, then like we kind of feel like at least a fraction of that pain by looking at like someone suffering, that we would help each other. Like I wonder if that's the intended purpose of this, like kind of like a evolutionary thing. Not sure if I'm gonna give her like super muscular abs. I think he was gonna give her like normal person abdominals. Did I play Voices of Void or other horror games? Unfortunately, I am a self-admitted coward. Okay, so a quick story time. So when I was a kid, right, like I was already kind of like ultra scared of like whatever kind of like horror story or like ghost stories. Like this was before even like I saw like my first horror movie, right? Um, my my aunts and uncles, like we were all pretty young at that time. Would try to like basically just like scare the shit out of me by telling us a bunch of like ghost stories, like uh even like the like a what is basically now not a really scary ghost story. Like, have you ever heard of that one story where like some chick was living in like a high-rise building, and then she hears she like takes up a phone call, and then basically there's this like weird like creaky voice saying like, I'm at the first floor, I'm coming to you, and like keeps listening, like, I'm at the second floor, and I'm at the fifth floor, and like I'm at your door right now, and like for some reason like the chick still opens up her door, and then like when like you're fully invested into the story, my aunts and uncles would do the thing where like they actually jump scare you, like, ah, basically when like they told us like when the chick opened the door, and then that fucking scared the shit out of me as a kid, dude. And then there's a bunch of more like ghost stories that I don't exactly remember anymore, and that just kind of primed me to being scared of like whatever ghost story it was, because they were also like telling this shit when the power was out because we were bored. And I think my first, or like one of my first like horror story, like horror movies that they like basically forced me to watch, like, you either watch this or you're a scaredy cat, you're gay or whatever, right? Like that, right? Like, you know how it is when we were all kids. Um, and then just to prove that I'm not a fuck, I'm not a fucking oh, sorry. alarm. I'm not a fucking scaredy cat. I'm not a scaredy cat. And then like you watch it, like fucking. I think the first one was The Dentist, and that kind of like put me off of like going to the dentist for like a good couple of years because I'm so fucking like terrified. And it doesn't help that like back in the day, dentists didn't use anesthesia. They just like raw dog pulling your teeth out of your mouth. So that's a double whammy of like horror. And then there was a bunch of like Southeast Asian like horror like movies, like very low budget ones, which at the time they were already kind of like yeah whatever, right? But like as a kid, that shit like scared the fuck out of me, and I think it got to a head when like at some point like my whole family basically forced me to like sit down and watch like do a like a family watch along of fucking Jeepers Creepers, and I had nightmares for a week, dog. Like night not even nightmares anymore, fucking night terrors. And like totally fucking shit. Like I think Dave like seeing me react like that, like it's not because like it's not even like a conscious thing. I think it's just because like even going to sleep kind of made me like have like night terrors because of that. Uh yeah, I think they stopped kind of like trying to force me to watch like a what you call them, like horror movies after that. Like like before this, because they wanted to do the thing where like, oh, it builds character. Now they just like realized that, oh yeah, it was going the other way. It's like, yeah, sorry. And that never really left me like being scared of like horror stories. Like, I know it's not real, but like I have like an almost kind of like an empathic reaction to like the victims in that horror story, and like it's kind of made me realize that it's more than it's less that I am scared of the big bad monster. It's more that I don't like to see like people actually getting tortured like that. Like like I can play video games. Like I like shooter games, but like I'm not gonna be into like the stuff that like has their like prolonged suffering or whatever, right? I think it's like that maybe, but like I think I've started to understand like because I got into Monster Girls, right? Like even like big band monsters like stopped being scary in my nightmares, and I think my brain decided to filter that out, so I'm not really getting like big bad monster nightmares no more. It's more like anytime like it becomes a nightmare, it's like a lot like having to watch people suffer, like physically suffer, like being put into like the pain machine, right? That's always like been like a how I understood like kind of like my fears these days. And ghosts, like horror games like with ghosts and stuff like well, this kind of like, while I know I'm not scared of the monsters, but like I'm scared like my brain has that subconscious thing of like being scared of the consequences of being caught by the monster, but not the monster itself. You know, it's just kind of like a weird kind of like pedantic type of like fear. But and this might just like dismantle all of my fucking justifications for not playing horror. I think playing Abiotic Factor kind of like helped me a lot with like not being like immediately scared of something. Like it's like Abiotic Factor. It's like there's a lot of like horror stuff, but like they give you solutions on how to like fight back against it, or even just kind of like turn it into a resource, right? It's like even the pursuer kind of like an enemy, like the Layax or whatever. You can just put them into containment and then like use it as like use their like a byproducts as like materials or for crafting or something. And I think that kind of helped me a lot with like reconciling the, fucking whatever childhood trauma it was. Thanks, thanks New Zealand, very cool. I think that's New Zealand, right? Like a biotic factor. But yeah, like I think that's like the go for when you're doing like slightly horror kind of like survival crafting stuff. Is that add like solutions to like problems like pursuers or whatever enemies it was, and like it'll it'll make it less like like scary in the traditional horror sense, and it'll make it more like more interesting to play, I guess, because now uh, the big bad monster is now just a puzzle that they'll give you resources if you solve it. Huh? Did it stop? There we go. Scared of his own reflection in the dark. I used to be because someone introduced me to fucking uh there were a lot of like horror movies back in the day that were like inspired by Bloody Mary, right? Like in how they attack you or whatever. And then like in the middle of the night, you go to like to take a piss or something. You try to look away from the mirror because that scares the like they scared the living daylights out of me back then. Terrifying you more than Japanese horror. Surprisingly, Japanese horror, like maybe I didn't watch enough of the like more horrid stuff, right? Well, Japanese horror to me, like a lot of times were pretty tame. Like I wasn't looking at Noroi or just kind of like the slasher films or whatever, but like like the ones with ghosts are were pretty much like they're violent, but like not like as in like turn people into like sacks of gore meat, like violent. Surprisingly, as a kid, I even as a kid, as much as I like actually was like a super fucking scared of like a horror, I could just watch Evil Dead and then Army of Darkness all day, every day back when I was a kid. Because Ash was such a fucking badass, and like, it's the whole like formula back then where like at some point the victims of the horror film get empowered somehow, and that I kind of like that as a concept. And I think that started like the healing process a little bit of me not being too scared about like being the victim, like being victimized by like some horror element, right? Hmm. But I think it pulled back a little bit at some point when I was a, a teenager ish, because my uncle pulled out like like this one movie Hatchet, was it? It basically wanted to be like its own version of like Friday the 13th. Where like like you got a hugely deformed like guy living in the forest like hunting down a bunch of tourists or whatever, right? And, like it's like horrid gore. And the reason why like it became like such a like a standout kind of like oh yeah, this is fucking terrifying, and then like fucking like affected me for the rest of my life. It's just that hmm, I think it was one of the first like first like horror films that I had like that I watched that had a bad ending. Oh wait, no, Jeepers Creepers, the first one had a bad ending as well. Oh, that's another one where like I hate horror films with bad endings. So I guess half the reason why I will never touch on found footage. Because it's like found footage basically is just gonna kind of outing itself. It's like it's gonna have a bad ending. And that is why I will never play like horror games. It's well, not anytime soon, anyways. But like it's the same thing of like I mean, maybe I'll play one in the future, depending. But like it's so bad, right? Because I've always this kind of like I can't even play the Outer Wilds DLC because it's too fucking terrifying for me somehow. Like I know they don't die, but like getting pursued by these motherfuckers is just kind of like scares the fuck out of me. Each story time had a dream about zombies and you getting eaten alive from this dimension like you're being punched hard. Oh. You think you were actually being like bit by something when you were asleep? It's like I wonder about that, right? Because like I mean we could theorize that it's like oh man, it's like it was you in a parallel dimension or whatever, or like it's just like your brain just making up some vivid memory, or it could just even be kind of like something bit you in your sleep and your brain just ran with it. And I can't even like fall like say it's like whether or not that's true or like or not, right? Because like I've had like dreams where like I was eating something and I could like, vaguely taste it, and I wake up, I could still vaguely taste it. It's like what the fuck? Let's see again. Fix it. What if I should modernize the band-aids a little bit, because there's no way it's just band-aids on this part, right? Uh wasn't there like those band-aids you can just pull to like tighten up the stitching? You can just add it later. Read the experience or quantum. Uh, what, like a here death, near death experience or quantum immortality type situations. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, I've had like dreams where I just kind of had like these like transient kind of like a transient like a like a experiences, right, where like, oh, like I'm like suddenly conscious in this era, and then like somehow I die in then, and then like I get like a respawned into someone else's body, and like they have a different experience, and then like they die, and then like so on and so forth. And this was in like the same dream, right? So like I was like moving in like in a scale of like hundreds of years every time like I die in that dream. So like it's like in that was a weird experience. Quantum immortality. Ah, okay, I get what you mean now. So I kind of wonder sometimes if like every near death experience that I've had, I actually died, but like, you know, your consciousness gets transferred into like a different version of you in a different like parallel universe, right? Like that's how you're like a, to you at least, you keep like living a really successful, well, decently successful like a life being alive, right? Oh, good, you're still streaming. Yeah, what of it? Yeah, like we'll hop on and we're talking about like fucking quantum immortality now. Yeah, like I've had those experiences before. It's like I wonder if I've actually died like in like I don't know, fucking 15 years ago. Fuck, sorry, stop because he sat down. Yeah, well, we were talking about this topic like a while back, and so like honestly, you're the one who just jumped in. But no, yeah, like when I was a kid, I used to walk on like the roofs of like our garage, right? And our garage isn't like, they had those old like wavy zinc kind of like roofing, and like it's not all zinc. Like some of them were just kind of like plastic to let light into the garage a little bit more. And you know, I felt like it was a decent, like a fun walking on with it. And sometimes we'd have like a fruit tree nearby, just like drop like some fruit onto the top of a garage, right? And I just go like pick that shit up, and like this one time, uh, I basically lost my balance and just like fell through the one of the like plastic like sunroofs, right, in on the garage, and just basically kind of actually just kind of got knocked out because like I was like I fell like, I don't know, 15 feet from the air, and then like face down, like flat face down. And by the time I like kind of like woke to, I was like in bed because like I guess my family just kind of carried me into bed or whatever. And then like I, you know, the fucking that shit hurted, right? Like, and I got knocked out for what it seems like a couple days from what they told me. And I went to see what the hell did I like I fall down to. Um, on almost on all sides, there were like were a bunch of shit stored in there that if I fell onto it, I would have just fucking died. So I wonder if I actually did die and then get fucking got my consciousness transported into uh like a timeline that where I didn't get like hit by any of those like a really lethal fucking objects, or was I just like really that lucky? And there was a bunch of like other situations where like being a dumb kid, fucking swallowed like a coin and like it was choking blue apparently from what my grandma was telling me, but apparently some and I tried to hit this home because like this was just kind of like specifically like a Pakistani guy, or was it Bangladesh? Basically saw me choking the fuck out, right? And basically stuck his like tried to fish out the fucking coin out of my throat, which surprisingly worked. And I wonder if like there was like a bunch of those times where I just fucking died or something, right? And the other parts were like I was like such a dumb fucking kid that you you know those like old like light bulb like holders where you just hang it like with the long wire, so you just hang it in anywhere, right? So I found one that didn't have a light bulb in it, and then they just like plugged it in, right? And there's like the two prongs in there, and I'm like, what the fuck does this taste like? And because being a dumbass kid, I decided to lick a what is basically 240 volts of AC current. Fucking, I'm so glad that my muscles didn't immediately spasm and lock me into that, right? So I managed to like pull it out of my like fucking mouth because it hurt so fucking bad. I wonder if I died there too. And throughout my life, there's always been like stuff like that. All right, let me double check X if anyone commented. Nope, we're good. Then plugged in a piece of like exposed wire into a socket, like an increase. Touch it. Oh, that's. You're so lucky your mom was there. Like my ass, like fucking. I was lucky in a different way, I think, because like there were no there was no adults around me when I was doing that dumb shit with the electrical wire, and somehow still survived. Which makes me firmly believe that in another universe, right, where like the stars align for them but not for us, um, 9/11 never happened, or it did, but like most people like were able to be evacuated beforehand. So I wonder, right, like if a lot of these disasters were necessary on a quantum scale to like allow for you to be alive. That's why I kind of think that visiting parallel universes will probably never be a thing. because what if there's only one consciousness, where like it's like a weird like timeline thing where like all timelines just stay like just is kind of like a potentiality thing, or like they exist but like they're not technically conscious in a way, where like it only becomes like a conscious universe once you get transferred to it, right? Like if it matters at all, like because like I think a few like there's two ways to like look at this. It's like either they've always been conscious and are living their lives to whatever, right? Or they exist and like they're going through the actions, but you um only your consciousness can like make them alive, I guess. Like observance is the thing. It's like I'm talking about here, like quantum observance. Santi Cheshire Wolf. Yeah, you probably will. Like, start manifesting right now. We need a lot of people to manifest. Like, we'll get like, oh, I don't know, to fucking aliens or monster girls to like be like a normal thing in society. So like we can just like have our like fucking uh cat girl wives or whatever, right? But like I think I saw like a one comic a while back about like this one guy on the side of the road, basically having like a signboard that says like looking for cat girl wife please, and then an actual like monster girl just like crosses their path and like it basically goes like, if you don't fix yourself, you're like a monster girl wife isn't going to save you, right? And like that kind of like it felt like it sounded very profound to me, and I really kind of liked it. And then the whole joke of it is just like right after like she left, and like he's just kind of feeling dejected a little bit. There's like another like uh what you call it, like a demi human or like a monster person right next to him. It's like basically they're holding like a placard that says looking for human wife, and like, see, I told you, like monster people aren't worth like chasing after. And it's like I kind of like that idea, where like no matter what, we're just like no matter if you're like a demi human or like just like a normal ass fucking human being, um we all want something different. It's not like a quality of uh if they're a monster girl they're gonna be nicer to you. It's like I feel like that's a more of a human kind of like understanding of like we just want people to be nice to us. And that is why I really don't like a bunch of these Fujoshis, or like even like the Otome game like fans going like it's fucking haha fuck you gooner. It's like you're being misogynistic. Anyways, like here's my like I'm gonna go back to playing my like my romance game with my broad-shouldered like CEO anime husband. And like, first of all, buddy, with how you're acting, I doubt that the CEO guy will like will go after you, because you're just kind of being unpleasant right now. Second of all, clearly that broad-shouldered CEO fucking Korean and manhwa anime guy will go for me instead. So like, you know, fucking stay in your lane. So take that, woman! Because clearly, you're like the men in your Fujoshi fantasies will go after me instead. Not because I'm a guy, but because I'm a beautiful person. That sounded horrible, see? Honestly, double standards are just kind of like par for the course. They're annoying, but like that's just that's just like how fantasies work, dude. I don't even blame them for like having those fantasies, right? Because like everyone deserves their own kind of like the romance they want, but at the same time, it's just kind of like it's kind of you don't think your fucking husbando is gonna think you to be cringe if you do that? Well, like even your like husband, like your fucking wife, right? Like, this is every fandom does this, dude. Even the people who have like uh the heterosexual fantasies are just decently annoying sometimes. It's just kind of like double standards exist everywhere, like hypocrisy exists everywhere because no one wants to like share in their like fantasies for the most part. Like a lot of people, like for the most part, people. A lot of people are just like the type to go like well it's actually because like my favorite character loves me and likes me and like is kind to me but not to you. It's like it's fine. It's like as long as you don't go around harassing people, which unfortunately a lot of people from every fandom does, which is really unfortunate, really. It's like just fucking okay. So here's the thing, right? Like society has worked so hard trying like for us to like have that like sexual liberation like a movement back in like way back when, right? And like I feel like we're like the consensus was like as long as you're not hurting anybody, it's like who fucking cares, right? But I feel like we've started going backwards just a smidge because like come on, man. It's like don't. Unironically, dude, like you acting like that is carrying away the hose, both men and women hose. It's like some people get mad at fucking like what you call it, like love in deep space, going like oh like hey, these how dare these women like have these fantasies like buddy, you want to self-insert as the dudes in like love in deep space. This isn't for you. And like on the other side, women also do this, going like, "Oh, you're objectifying fucking women by like playing Nikkei." It's like, you want to self-insert as a Nikkei? It's like, this isn't for you. Shut the fuck up, everyone, please. It's less double standards at this point, and I think it's more just kind of like people are poorly socialized. And probably also because they don't think the internet is real, so like they can just abuse like random faceless people as much as they want, you know. It's probably that actually, like people are so desensitized and like kind of like disconnected by the actual person that they feel so comfortable with like just abusing the names on the screen, right? And sometimes the faces on the screen because like you've seen the type of shit like in a lot of like YouTube comments. Though I wonder how much of it is just kind of like because they can find a lot of basically a lot of like money just doing that. What did you bet avatar based on you, Catboy? L2. Well, yes, this is cat based. Basically, at some point, I just kind of like decided to just like try out the VTubing thing, right? And like, oh, I'm gonna drop like a design for like a VTuber character, right? But like, I didn't really feel like I was like I really liked my other designs. Like I had a lot of other designs that was based on like different kind of like things, right? But like I just went back to just doing like cat because I feel like I kind of like that more. It's like this was unironically just like something I had to like think about a while back, and it was like, which one would I feel like that I would like to be for like a prolonged periods of time and not wanting to like rebrand anytime soon. So like I thought like I mean I like cats. Like sure. I'll in a bit I'll like go and look for the my other like potential designs, but like currently, no, that's not one. There we go. Ha. Basically the purple and gold cat. I probably should like change up the designs a little bit more. Again, like I'm due for a redesign like sometime soon. Like, well, not soon, but like, at some point. It's gonna find a decent like animator for it because my old animator is now out of the game. Like the guy who animated this like model of mine right now, he's not doing it anymore. Like, well, whatever. Let me go find. We just so basically it was a bunch of these kind of like characters, right? Like trying to figure out what the hell I wanted, kinda. And I'm not exactly like I wasn't exactly like super like a kind of like a certain what I wanted to do back then, but I did like a bunch of like starter kind of like designs just to figure out which one I wanted. Which I should probably just like resell these because I don't really use them anymore. As you can see, like my art was like way more limited, like back in the day, because like you know they, for the most part I just draw girls, but like these are basically guys, and it's just kind of like annoying sometimes. People kind of like think that my model's a girl, so like just should probably just redesign it to be a little bit more like clear. That said, yeah, like at some point I was just kind of like, where is that folder? Hold on. I have so many folders on my like a desktop right now. So I keep any day now. Oh fuck! Did I lose my like first concept sketch of the thing? All right. Okay. Here. So basically, this was the first iteration of it, where like I mean I don't mind the teal version, like the teal version. I might revisit this, but like to me at least, as much as I like it, like the teal hair kind of made it look like a fair bit radioactive looking. This kind of reminded me of that like a lithium oxide, like a buildup on like old like rechargeable batteries. You know, the one where it's just kind of like weirdly bluish, greenish. It's like an alkaline battery, like a runoff. And at some point, got to a point of like getting these. And it's it's like one of the tips that I got was like try to turn your model into like a marketable plushie, just to see if like the uh all the important like details can be put into like this like a tiny thing, so you can like figure out if your model is just a little bit too cluttered. And surprisingly, even before the plushie test, like this feels like it's it's fine. I probably should like change it a little bit at some point. I did have, was it this one? I did have like one potential kind of like design. Like I kind of wanted to do something like this, probably like a slightly more like I guess more masculine face ish, but like that's still up in the air. Uh-oh. I think I messed up. Okay, so window, new floating view. Okay, so I messed up on the. Okay, there we go. But no, yeah, like it's basically based on some kind of like a lot of the things that I was kind of into at the time. It's like so, Catboy and basically Kazuhira Miller. Mastering Hellhounds. It's not a Hellhound dog. And then this is actually just like soon. God, that'll be today. I'm already kind of like fucking inundated with like hellhounds already currently, so like I'm not sure if I'm gonna make like if I'm gonna draw more hellhounds, like just like as a remaster. Also, hello, Cat. Welcome. I'm live on YouTube as well. I got fucking multi-streaming down. The fuck? So how's your day been, Cat? Like, you got work today? Should probably align this a little bit better. Well, AM shift and it's fine. Working, work that. Before you 2 week vacation. 2 weeks. You still working in the same place as like a last time, like the what was it again? The deli. Sorry if it like this is like me inadvertently doxing you or whatever. Ah, I'm glad that's still working on for you, dude. Well, like, what? Like, um, did you collect too many like a mandatory vacation days or something? What do you mean 2 week vacation? After a few years, you get roughly 5 weeks of vacation from the year. Oh, holy fuck! That is really good benefits. What the fuck? You definitely know how to keep you. Editing. Okay, so I'm starting to realize that editing this video is going to be just a little bit of a pain, especially like I'm trying to turn this like a this VOD into like a just a normal fucking video. Is gonna be a slight pain. So nothing you guys did, by the way. It's just kind of like I'm looking at the time. It's like, fuck, 3 hours in. It's been 3 hours. Okay, what's my pure F? Need to see. See if we can copy Hirame's like an art style a little bit better these days. Let's get this this face finished up, and once that's done, I think we can call this phase of the drawing done, and you know, move on to like coloring on a later date. But like currently, hmm. What time of the day and night you have secret? I can't tell you. That'll let you know where I live. And that'll dox me. But no, yeah, I think it's more because like I'm old, dude. It's like had like a doing prolonged streams are just like a little bit harder for me these days. I'm sorry, guys. Cat's out of the bag. I'm actually a hag now. Making the chin a little bit too. I should make it a little bit sharper. Hmm. What we basically need is yeah, the eyes a little bit too wide. Actually, I wonder. That should work. One a.m. at night. Are you German? Give me a second. I can look at my emails. I mean, I asked him like the German part because I do have like at least a few German viewers, and like it's just kind of like gotten used to like, wait, what do you mean? It's 1 a.m. right now. Okay then. Hmm. Get this right. Mm-hmm. I wonder how it looks if I just delete the parts of the eyebrows that are covered. Nah. I really hope that wasn't audible. Is that my that like my gut was just growling real hard. Oh boy. Well, let's get this done before I actually just kind of keel over with starvation. I had to turn up the volume. Oh my god. Okay, so um, I keep forgetting, right, that I keep forgetting that my like a current like my mixer is set to recording like a volume, like recording as in like recording for uh actual voice clip or whatever, right? I keep forgetting that you need a little bit louder when it comes to uh hello? There you go. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you need to be a little bit louder when it comes to just talking on stream because this has a different uh n- requirement for like a voice volume or whatever. Whoops. Let's see. Uh-huh. This should be a decent amount louder, right? Because I did increase it by like I don't know 20% ish. Because the thing like with like a recording pretty decently loud is that you introduce a lot more like of the lower frequencies in your recording or whatever, right? So like to some people it might sound a little bit boomy. Like especially people who are like trying to like do critical listening. And I had to learn this the hard way because like uh I used to do narrations, right? Like I used to do narrations for like a corporate jobs, whatever. Like for the like video advertisements for whatever project they wanted to do. It's like this building will like signal the newest iteration and like a step forward for our company. You know that type of deal. Um, Fucking, I realized that like I just used like the old settings, or I used like the settings that I use for streaming, to use for doing recordings like that, and at some point, some guy just kind of like told me, it's like, hey, can you fix your mic a little bit, just like make it sound less boomy, and I couldn't understand what the hell he meant because this is always that's how I've been doing it. Turns out, this whole time like my old team used to just kind of like clean up my recordings by like putting it in post to like clean up the boominess a little bit. And now that I've like been trying to like do voice acting a little bit more, uh yeah, they kind of like and let me have it, basically going like, yeah, like we'd prefer it if you just had like clean lines from the get-go. It's like, oh, okay. Where's my ruler? Let's see. Without my references. Why do I smell like soap? It's been like hours. Why the hell do I still smell like soap? Okay, to increase the visibility of this silhouette, just do the thing where we just increase the outline. And specifically what we wanna like increase the strength of is like the silhouette of her body, not the entire thing, mind you. Just the actual kind of like her actual form. Actually, you know what? I think we're just gonna call this done for now because I'm in actual pain from starvation. Just hit me right now. It's like holy fuck. All right, so yeah, we're gonna call it done on the line art for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again like next week on Monday, because I don't know, like I don't think I've really been doing like a weekend streams or anything. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, and have fun.